Namaste viewers, welcome to Jnana Degula channel. In this episode, we'll try to address a very deeply philosophical question. The question is, if the Ātman is independent of the three śarīras, what I understand is sthūla, sūkṣma and other things, how the kāraṇa śarīra associates the Ātman during rebirth. So the next thing is, after death, does the kāraṇa śarīra travel with the Ātman? If not, how does it interact with the Ātman during rebirth? This is the, as I understand the question and this thing. Now, let us try to address this from. This is a very deep and very important philosophical question. Different schools of philosophy answer it in different ways, slightly different ways, not completely. But let's take some common Vedantic framework and try to understand this. It is said that the Ātman is pure, Ātman itself is always pure, it is changeless, unattached and independent of all the three śarīras. Sthūla, sūkṣma, kāraṇa, śarīra, it is totally independent. Ātman never truly travels, or it doesn't take birth. It is already, it is there, it is forever. Birth and death, nothing happens to this Ātman. Birth and death are, they belong only to the upādhis. Upādhis means the conditioning layers, not to the Ātman itself. It is for this sthūla and so forth, something like that. However, from the empirical point, that is vyāvahārika satya, empirical existence, the sūkṣma śarīra and kāraṇa śarīra remain associated after physical death. This is what as I understand. The gross body, that sthūla śarīra, falls away, but the subtle body carrying these vāsanās, latent impressions, tendencies, karma, whatever that karma, the effects of karma, all those things, impressions, memories in seed form, very, very subtle form, causal ignorance, that is avidyā, they continue. The kāraṇa śarīra is it's not a body in the physical sense. It is more like the seed state of individuality. The undifferentiated causal, what we can call blueprint, containing karmic potential. Because avidyā is still present, that ignorance is still present, the jiva consciousness, it continues to identify with this causal and subtle structure. So, after death, the Ātman itself, it may not travel, it doesn't travel. But the jiva associated with the sūkṣma and kāraṇa śarīra, jiva is associated with sūkṣma and kāraṇa śarīra, it continues. So the common Vedantic analogy is like this, So what we can try to give some kind of a comparison is, electricity itself does not travel as it is there. But when connected to a different devices, the different things start happening. the functions appear. When you connect to a fan, if you put on the switch, it starts. Light, it starts glowing. That doesn't mean that that electricity is there. Up to the end point, it is there. Only thing is that if it connects, it starts like something like that. Similarly, Ātman is pure consciousness. Kāraṇa śarīra is causal seed. Then sūkṣma śarīra is operational, subtle mechanism. Sūkṣma, it is operational, subtle mechanism. New gross body is some next embodiment, something like that. At rebirth, karmic tendencies are stored in the causal and subtle levels, in a very subtle manner. They start appearing, they start manifesting again through a suitable body and environment. If it is there, they appear. Otherwise, they are in the hidden form. They are still there. Advaita Vedanta goes even further and says, ultimately, even the jiva, rebirth, causal body, everything, they are all appearances. Like Maya, within this Maya, they are there. So the self was never born or never reborn, never die. It's something like that. This is why the Upanishads declare, na jayate mriyate va kadachin. The self is never born, nor does it die. Bhagavad Gita quotes in this is how it is. This is what what we think on this. I hope this was quite interesting and quite this thing. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Thank you, viewers.